My name is Tanisha with Hillsborough County Public Library, and I am joined by...
I am Matthew, also with the Tampa Hillsborough County Public Library.
All right, and we have the Summer Reading 2021 closing celebration.
All right, how did we get here?
So we got a little
I can't believe it's already
going on there. So Matthew, go ahead and tell us a little bit about our partners.
Absolutely, but first, Tanisha, before we started, we encouraged anybody to post their lame animal jokes into the chat, the questions. I'm just gonna go ahead and share one real quick.
Let's go ahead and do
it. Why did the turtle throw the clock out of the window?
Why did the turtle throw the clock out of the window?
To see the time fly. So, it's a lame dad joke with an animal twist. I think it's great. And the time really has flown. The time really has flown, but that's right. But we have had a wonderful summer with all of you, and we want to thank not only everybody who's attending tonight and who's been participating in summer reading, but our summer reading partners who have made it all possible. We're talking about our friends of the Library of Tampa Hillsborough County. We're talking about Parks and Rec, Zoo Tampa, who you'll hear from in just a little while, the Pet Resource Center of Hillsborough County, and the Tampa Hillsborough County Children's Library Foundation. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, so as always, as you know, with our programs, we like to provide you with a book shout out. So our book shout out for today, we have two. We have one for the kids and we got one for the adults. So we got How I Spent My Summer Vacation for the kids, and then we have People We Meet on Vacation for the adults. Both of these titles can be found on Libby by Overdrive, so you can check them out as an ebook. I know some of them are also available in other formats, but that's the one we are shouting out today. We got the link there if you'd like to check that out. And we're going to talk about Beanstack a little bit later, but I'm just going to give you, you still got a couple of days left to log those hours in those books, so make sure you are doing that as well.
All right, and I think we have something special from our friends at Zoo Tampa, don't we, Tanisha?
We sure do. We have something really awesome for you.
Hi everyone, my name is Shauna and I'm an animal care professional here at Zoo Tampa. And this here is Mango the Hyacinth Macaque. And we're out here just excited because this summer we were able to provide our community with a great opportunity to meet some of our animals under Zoo Tampa's care. This summer we were able to meet an African crested porcupine, a marine toad, an eastern indigo snake, and even an Indian rhino.
Hi, my name's Leah Miller. I'm in the Africa department here at Zoo Tampa. And my favorite animal is the southern white rhino. The reason why they're my favorite is because they love getting scratches. They're more like giant dogs, and so getting to interact with them and scratch them every single day and building a relationship is one of the things I really like about working with them. We did want to thank you guys for doing the summer reading program here at Zoo Tampa, all the families, kids, parents, everybody's, and we do appreciate it. So thank you guys very much.
Hi, I'm Carly from the aviary team here at Zoo Tampa. One of my favorite animals to work with is our Violet Taraco, and she has a really cool adaptation. She has a toe that can go backwards or forwards, because sometimes she's gripping onto branches and sometimes she's running through the branches in the forest. Thank you so much for participating in our summer reading program, and congratulations on finishing. I hope you guys have a great school year.
Hi, my name is Natalie. I'm a keeper in our Florida area. The animal that I chose is our black bear. And a really fun fact about them is that in the fall, they can consume up to 20,000 calories a day, which is the equivalent of about 10 cheese pizzas, which is pretty amazing. And I just want to thank all the kids and parents for participating with Zoo Tampa and Hillsborough County Public Library. Thanks.
Hello everyone, my name is Amanda Powers. I'm one of the animal care professionals in the Asia and Australia area of the zoo. My favorite animal is the greater one-horned rhinoceros. We have Janie, the mama rhino, and Gronk, the baby rhino here. A fun fact about greater one-horned rhinos, and all rhinos for that matter, is that their horns grow continuously. They actually manicure it themselves by rubbing it on hard surfaces. Congratulations on completing the summer reading program. Thanks.
Thank you to everyone that participated in our Tails and Tales summer reading program. We are so happy to have the opportunity to enhance the Hillsborough County Public Library Cooperative. Congratulations to all the families and friends that joined us this summer. We hope to see you here at Zoo Tampa, or check us out on Nat Geo's Secrets of the Zoo Tampa. I hope everyone has a great upcoming school year. Bye!
Okay, thank you very much to our friends from Zoo Tampa. I'm going to bring my screen back up. And before I go to our next feature, you guys are keeping the funny animal jokes coming in, so I'm going to read one more. What do you call a cow with no legs? And the answer is ground beef. Tanisha, I am so happy you just came back on screen to fake smile and groan your way through that joke.
It's a dad joke. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to roll your eyes and groan at all the dad jokes. But in all seriousness, people, keep them coming. Matthew and I are getting a kick out of them. They are awesome. Keep them coming, guys.
We didn't even plan this, so it's happy to see them coming in. Now, a couple of you posted them without the answer, so make sure you post the punchline as well. Why does an eagle always win challenges, and why do seagulls fly over the sea? Go ahead and type in those answers so we can read them. But first, we are going to do a little trivia. We wanted to do this tonight because we had a really fun and popular program both this month and last month called Trivia Night. And we're going to do more trivia nights in the future, I think, but we're still getting the plans for that together. But for now, we are going to do our closing summer reading celebration trivia. And I'm going to put that up right now, so get ready to vote. And here is your first question. Which land animal has the longest tail? Is it an elephant, a giraffe, a tiger, or a lion? I am really thrilled to see this because when the question was posed to me, I had no idea what the correct answer was, and I had to be told by one of our fellow team members here at the library what it actually was. Well, 19% of you got it right. It is the giraffe. As a matter of fact, I'm going to hide these results here and share from the National Geographic site. Now, the giraffe has the longest tail of any land mammal, up to 8 feet. But the Asian grass lizard proportionally has a longer tail. It's up to 3 times the length of its own body, if you can imagine that. Imagine like one of your arms being 3 times the length of your body, and that's how strange it might be. But that is our first trivia question, but I'm going to go ahead and give you guys one more chance, and then we'll have additional ones later on. So here's our next one. So earlier this summer, we did a book called Charlotte's Web. Actually, it was our first One Book, One Night program of the summer in June, and it was written by E.B. White. So which of these other books is also written by E.B. White? Is it Winnie the Pooh, Black Beauty, Stuart Little, or The Mouse and the Motorcycle? All right, so looks like most of you got it right. 64% was Stuart Little. Excellent job, guys. And that was the end of our trivia. Now, oh, Tanisha, is it time to do accolades?
It's time to do accolades. And Matthew, remember, that is not the end of our trivia because we got a few more questions for you. So more chances to win. So we got a few more questions coming for you.
We have another round coming up in just a little bit. But first, we have to, I want everybody take up your hand, one of your hands, and do this. That's right. The old pat on the back, because we were blown away by what you guys did this summer with the Summer Reading Challenge. And now remember, there's still 24 hours left or so. At the end of the day tomorrow, the 31st, is the official end of summer reading. So there's still time to log your hours and minutes and books and Beanstack. There's still time to earn a couple of activity badges. Tomorrow's Saturday. You could earn a couple more activity badges and still be eligible to win more prizes. depending on how far you get and which milestones you reach. But first, Tanisha, why don't you share the amount read milestones with everybody that's there on the screen?
Yeah, so as you can see there, we almost doubled the number of readers. Am I doing math wrong? Did we double it? I might be doing math wrong, but we did really, really good.
It
and
is
as
almost
far as
doubled,
the number,
yeah.
Yes, of the number of readers that we had. So we went from 2,400 to 4,600. For our kids out there, for our little ones, our more than little ones out there, y'all read 2 million minutes.
Amazing.
2 million minutes of reading. That is just stellar. And our grown-ups too. Our grown-ups, y'all need a shout out because y'all read 3,800 books. That's up from 2,000 last year. So you were getting your reading in as well. Digital badges earned also went up. So you guys were out there doing things, interacting with the community, interacting with us on social media, like doing all types of really awesome things to earn those badges. And of course, something that's very near and dear to Matthew and I's heart are those virtual programs. You guys attended, you guys were here for so many of our programs. We were so excited to put this stuff together for you. We are so happy that you guys attended, that you loved it, that you had a good time. So these numbers are just the best. We are so excited for them, and great job, everybody. Thank you so much for participating in our summer reading program.
Absolutely. I'm very much echoing that, or I'm beaming from ear to ear. It's just amazing. And you know what? We're gonna do even better next year. I just know it.
Yes. And like Matthew said, there's still time. So you guys have, I mean, if you want to like super power through it, you have 36-ish hours to get that stuff in. I hope I'm doing math right. Math is not my strong suit. That's why I work at a library. But go ahead and get those hours in there. Get the last minute reading, sneak it in.
Absolutely. So you know how I like to celebrate, Tanisha, with a lame animal joke.
Yes.
But you know what? These are not so lame, actually. I'm going to tell you right now. Why does an eagle always win challenges?
Why does an eagle always win challenges?
Because they are talented. Talented.
Guys are just knocking it out the park, guys. Good job. Good job with these dad jokes. Love it. Love it.
Absolutely. Okay, so let us go on to our next thing here, which is our reading. We got a special reading thing for you guys tonight. Actually, a very short one, but something that is near and dear to our hearts. Tell us what it is, Tanisha.
So as we like to do, we always like to every once in a while do some readings for you. Like we had our series One Book, One Night. We've incorporated some stories into some of our other summer programs or other programs. So this evening, in order to close out our Tales and Tales summer reading, we will be reading chapter 1 of the story of Dr. Dolittle. And it was written by, I hope I'm getting this right, Hugh Lofting. There it is right there. It was written by Hugh Lofting. It's a nice classic story. I remember watching the movie with Eddie Murphy back in the day when I was a kid. So hopefully you guys will enjoy our rendition, our reading of the story of Dr. Dolittle.
That's right. We're going to turn off our cameras right now and read. We're just going to read a little bit of it just to give you guys a taste, and then we'll tell you how you can find it. All right, the first chapter, Puddleby. Once upon a time, many years ago, when our grandfathers were little children, there was a doctor, and his name was Dolittle, John Dolittle, MD. MD means that he was a proper doctor and knew a whole lot. He lived in a little town called Puddleby on the Marsh. Everybody at home say that, Puddleby on the Marsh. All the folks, young and old, knew him well by sight. And whenever he walked down the street in his high hat, everyone would say, "There goes the doctor, he's a clever man." And the dogs and the children would all run up and follow behind him. Even the crows that lived in the church tower would caw and gnaw their heads. The house he lived in on the edge of town was quite small, but his garden was very large and had a wide lawn and stone seats and weeping willows hanging over. His sister,
Sarah Dolittle,
was a housekeeper for him, but the doctor looked after the garden himself. He was very fond of animals and kept many kinds of pets. Besides the goldfish in the pond at the bottom of his garden, he had rabbits in the pantry, white mice in his piano, a squirrel in the linen closet, and a hedgehog in the cellar. He had a cow with a calf, too, and an old lame horse, 25 years of age, and chickens and pigeons and 2 lambs and many other animals. But his favorite pets were Dab Dab the duck, Jip the dog, Gub Gub the baby pig, Polynesia the parrot, and the owl, Too Too. His sister used to grumble about all these animals and said they made the house untidy. And one day, when an old lady with rheumatism came to see the doctor, she sat on the hedgehog who was sleeping on the sofa and never came to see him any more, but drove every Saturday all the way to Oxenthorpe, another town 10 miles off, to see a different doctor. And there's the hedgehog on the sofa. Probably not such a great thing to sit on. Then his sister, Sarah Doolittle, came to him and said,
John, how can you expect sick people to come and see you when you keep all these animals in the house? It's a fine doctor would have his parlor full of hedgehogs and mice. That's the 4th personage these animals have driven away. Squire Jenkins and the parson said they wouldn't come near your house again, no matter how sick they are. We are getting poorer every day. If you go on like this, none of the best people will have you for a doctor.
But I like the animals better than the best people, said the doctor.
You are ridiculous,
said his sister, and walked out of the room. So as time went on, the doctor got more and more animals, and the people who came to see him got less and less, till at last he had no one left except the cat's meat man, who didn't mind any kind of animals. But the cat's meat man wasn't very rich, and he only got sick once a year at Christmas time, when he used to give the doctor 6 pence for a bottle of medicine. 6 pence a year wasn't enough to live on, even in those days long ago, and if the doctor hadn't had some money saved up in his money box, no one knows what would have happened. And he kept on getting still more pets, and of course it cost a lot to feed them. And the money he had saved up grew littler and littler. Then he sold his piano and let his mice live in a bureau drawer, but the money he got for that began to go too. So he sold the brown suit he wore on Sundays and went on becoming poorer and poorer. And now when he walked down the street in his high hat, people would say to one another, "There goes John Doolittle, MD. There was a time when he was the best known doctor in the West Country. Look at him now. He hasn't any money and his stockings are full of holes." But the dogs and the cats and the children still ran up and followed him through the town, the same as they had done when he was rich. And that is the end of the little first chapter that we're reading to you from Dr. Dolittle. But there are many ways to access the story in different formats. If you go to hcplc.org/books, you will see there are several DVDs that share the Doolittle title, including the original one with Rex Harrison and the most recent version with Robert Downey Jr. and a junior version. Tons of different stories in print as books and audiobooks that you can find both in our libraries and online. Now, the Eddie Murphy version that Tanisha mentioned is not in our collection currently. However, if you go to hcplc.org/books, there is a suggest a title link. And if you want to see that in the collection, then please do go there and make a recommendation. You never know, we just might get it. And then you'll be able to check it out at your nearest branch library. So that is Dr. Dolittle. And now, Tanisha, I think it's time for trivia again, isn't it?
It is time for trivia again, Matthew. So let's go ahead and run the next question. So we were very lucky this year to work with Pet Resources, and they did a bunch of wonderful informative programs with us. So one of the things they did was teach us about kitten care and pup personalities, so puppy personalities. So we are asking you, how old are kittens before they can start eating hard food? So you got your ones there, 8 weeks, right away, 1 month, or 6 months. Let's see how we do. And I see those votes are coming in, so we're going to give you guys a few more seconds to vote. So it's a tie, Matthew. So the correct answer is 8 weeks. So we got 47% of our audience who got that correct. But 1 month, I mean, it's in months, it's not that far off. But yes, the correct answer to that one is 8 weeks. So good job, everybody, with that question. Let's go ahead and roll into the next trivia question. So we also had some wonderful cooking programs this summer with Chef Mira. She taught us a lot about summer snacking and summer cooking, summer lunch, summer food. It was really awesome. So one of the recipes that she gave us was one for strawberry stuffed French toast in our summer cooking program. So we are asking you, true or false? Strawberries are the only fruit that have seeds on the outside. Let's see how we do with this one. Good job, everyone. So that answer is true. So strawberries are the only fruit that have seeds on the outside. And Matthew, you got a little bit more information on that for me? Yeah, there we go. There we are. So as you guys are probably very much aware, this area of Florida is kind of a strawberry capital. We got the lovely Strawberry Festival that happens every March. So Plant City is recognized worldwide as the winter strawberry capital of the world. We're one of the few places that does strawberries in the winter. I know that I have definitely stopped by the Strawberry Festival for many years and gotten myself that strawberry shortcake. And there are approximately 8,000 acres of strawberries grown in Florida, the second largest producing region in the US. So yes, we Floridians know a little bit about our strawberries.
They sure do. And before we go into the next thing, Tanisha, I have to interrupt with another amazing joke that's come from one of our viewers today, which is, why do seagulls fly over the sea?
Why do they fly over the sea?
Because if they flew over the bay, they would be called bagels. I tried
Good
this
job,
out.
guys.
I really did. I loved it personally.
That one was pretty good. That one was pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie. I did like that one quite a bit.
I'll put you out of your misery, and we'll go on to the next thing.
Okay, let's go ahead and do it. So, Matthew, do we want to come back on camera for this one? Do we want to stay off?
Let's do that.
All right. So we are not quite done yet. I know you guys see our contact information, but I really would like you guys to stick around because we have one more special guest for you. So some of y'all may have attended our Spheres Bubble show. He was so kind to do a video thanking you guys for doing summer reading stuff. So we got that coming up. But before we close out with that super awesome video that he put together, that Spheres put together, we're just going to cover our contact information. So of course, if you need to contact the library for any reason, you can contact us by phone, email, text, chat, carrier pigeon, however you want to contact us, it is there. Also, if you like to share your library story, tell us a little bit about what you did this summer. Tell us about your summer vacation. The link to share your library stories is available there. And unfortunately, as we close out this summer, it is time to go back to school, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Not a bad thing. School is awesome. So we do have a back to school section on our website. So if you'd like to look at some library resources, get some ideas, get the juices flowing with getting back to school, we have that link there for you.
Absolutely. And it doesn't stop there. You know, we've had a great time with you guys in the last year and a half online doing programming, and especially this summer, and it doesn't stop. I mean, even when things are safe enough for us to do in-person programming again, we're going to keep the online thing going. And because a lot of you have told us that you want that, and we love doing that. So, and we have a lot of great programs coming up. If you go to our website, you're going to see Hispanic Heritage programs after the back to school. We're going to do Tampa Bay Teen Lit Fest. If any of you have teens in your families, Family Heritage Fest, and we have NEA Big Read coming up in November, and then local author expo. It just goes on and on. And we have even more. Actually, I think we could talk about it right now because Tanisha, you know, this year our summer reading theme was all about land animals, tails and tales. So I think, what is the next natural conclusion that we should be doing next summer?
Well, Matthew, next summer will be an ocean and oceans of opportunity. So what does that mean? This year we did land animals. Next year we will be doing sea and water animals. So yes, get ready, put your flip-flops on, go down to the beach, get under the sea. We will be doing some sea animals and water animals next year.
That's right. It's going to be all about the oceans, and I can't wait for that.
Ocean animals.
Stick with us all year. Keep logging those minutes in Beanstack. You can do that all year long. It doesn't have to be like a special, initiative going on. You can kind of keep going with that. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, I think it's time for our special feature to say goodbye, isn't it, Tanisha?
It is time to stick around, guys. We got a lovely video from Spears Bubble Show for you.
All right. So Spears Bubble Show is they're not only going to give you guys a little send off, but they're going to do a little performance and a little how to. So after that, the show will be over and you guys are going to have a great weekend reading and logging and also spending time with your family and friends and enjoying the summer. And thank you very much. We really appreciate you. And we've had just an amazing time with you all. So let me get that video started right now. Go ahead, Tanisha.
I said it's been a party.
It has been a wonderful Tails and Tales party.
Hi, my name is Blaze Reindes from Spears Bubble Show, as seen on Season 13 of America's Got Talent. And it's so wonderful to be a part of the Hillsborough County Library System's 2021 Summer Reading Program. It's really great to be performing virtually for you this year, and a huge thank you to all of you for participating. We had a wonderful time at our show recently, and it's so great to be back. I hope you all enjoy it, and a huge thank you to the Friends of the Library and the Hillsborough County Library System for having us back as well. Now, this year's theme is Tails and Tales. So I thought, what a better way to start than by showing you one of my favorite bubble tricks. It happens to be called the rattlesnake tail. Now I hope you enjoyed the tale of the rattlesnake tail. I thought this would be a good time to maybe teach you some bubble effects. There are millions of things you can do with bubbles. Every day I'm still learning all of the possibilities they have. Now you can make bubbles with anything. You can make bubbles with household items like a pair of scissors. You can make bubbles with something like a toilet paper or a paper towel tube. And even you can make bubbles with your bare hands. You don't need anything to make bubbles. Now, you can do this when you're washing your hands in the sink. Now more than ever, it's more important to wash your hands. All you need is a little bit of soap, a little bit of water. I'll use a bubble soap for demonstration purposes, but you just lather your hands, get them all soaked up, and then you make a flat hand with one hand and a little circle with your other hand. And just like that, you can make some pretty cool giant bubbles in your own sink. Here, you can make bubbles in bubbles. Just like that, you can pull bubbles apart. You can even juggle bubbles. That's a lot of fun. The possibilities are endless with the bubbles you can make with your very own hands. You start by using the large tube and blowing one big bubble on the wand. You blow one more bubble below it. We call this a double bubble. I give it again. I'll blow little bubbles out the bottom, and then I make 4 bubbles around it. Just like that. Because a cube has 6 sides. So when you make a bubble on the top, a bubble on the bottom, and 4 bubbles around the side, you make the 6 sides to where if you just blow a bubble in the middle, that sphere has no choice but to become a perfect bubble cube. And you can see right in the center is a perfect bubble cube. See, nothing is impossible. To make that a little visible for you, I'll add a little fog. And there is the bubble cube. You can do many magical bubble effects. You can make bubble caterpillars, spinning merry-go-round bubbles, bubble galaxies with bubbles inside of bubbles. The possibilities are endless, but one of the bubble cube effects is my favorite. I hope you enjoyed this presentation of Spears Bubble Show. Have a wonderful summer. Thank you very much.